Welcome to RomWills Money Matters. Gen Zers are headed to the malls. And you know what's interesting with that? I was looking for something to talk about, and I saw a video about Gen Zers going back to the mall. They going back to the mall and everything. And I put a link to the particular video in the description box. And it was interesting that I saw that because I remember a few years ago, it was about a few years ago, people were saying, oh yeah, the malls are dying and everything. And they were dying. You had plenty of malls going out of business. There's a mall near me that as soon as the major department store that's there, I ain't gonna give the name, but if you live in Harford County, you know which one, is going out of business at that location. Shoot, that mall only got so much longer. But then you got some other malls. But here's the thing, the whole thing was about, yeah, they not going to the malls, they're no good, but Gen Zers are going back to the malls, the young people. They starting to get stuff. Yeah, they still on their phones and everything. They still on their phones, but there's a lot of times that what they want to do, they want to try on stuff. They want to try on stuff, and you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense because it's hard to order shoes offline. Anybody who's tried on shoes or got a lot of shoes know you got to try them on. You got to try them on, or clothes. XL and or large in one shirt might not be the same as another brand. You gotta do some stuff. You actually gotta try on the shirts. And plus, what's the main thing malls were for? For people just to hang out. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that more on Thursday. All right, I'm gonna get into that on Thursday. But I'm not surprised. Now, what have I talked about? What have I talked about in recent weeks? Still getting that brick and mortar. It depends on where you have and what you're selling. You can still make money with it. Though I do say you still need to have a web presence. Now, if you're smart, you'll have a brick and mortar and a web presence. And depending on where the brick and mortar is, whether it's in a mall, strip mall, well-traveled street, something like that, you can still make money with it. You can still make money. Well, see, one thing, man, people act like things have changed. One thing, history goes in a circle. It might be, like, I give you an example, bookstores. Now, I'm a favorite of bookstores, especially being in the publishing business. Now, I remember years ago, this was in the 2010s, the aughts. People were talking about bookstores going out of business and all of that, and plenty were. Now they're starting to make a comeback. And it's for the reasons I'll get into on Thursday, but people want to go out. See, one thing, it's just different folks. People want to interact. One of the things people want to do is they want to interact, period. They want to interact, period. And I'll get more into that on Thursday. Once again, something else on Thursday. And it's a simple concept, but I'm going to tell you what, I'm not surprised that they headed back to the malls. Not at all. I mean, look, they get to meet people, and on my main channel, what I tell guys, I say, go out. Everybody everybody online or something. Apparently not. Apparently not. People still go in the malls, young people still go in the malls. In fact, if you go to any mall, the stores that cater to younger people, to the Gen Zers, they're doing well. They not worried about anything. It's usually the stores for older people. But see, the stores for older people, a lot of people just don't feel like going out. See, that's something. But when you're talking about younger people, they're still doing well. They're still doing well. You go to any mall, you can find a young people store. Now, if you older, you older like me, you trying to find stuff, it might be a little difficult, but you talking about places selling t-shirts, they selling shoes, they selling food, whatever. People still going to them. And and that's a good thing to know. If you have a business and you have a brick and mortar business, depending on the location and depending on the age group you sell into, you can still make money. If you have products that's going primarily to Gen Zers, young people, you can still make that money. You can still make that money. I mean, they still want to go out and hang out. Because I know my sons are Gen Zers and, they want to hang out. They want to go to different malls, different places like that, different stores. They still want to go out. They still young. They don't want to order stuff online. That's primarily an older person thing, And even then, even with the older people, they don't want to order too many things online because you still got to try on stuff. Like, let's just say I know some people at the local department store and they send out a lot of stuff, but then they also have something where people are sending stuff back. How many times have people bought something online, maybe some shoes, maybe a coat, shirts, whatever, it didn't fit right, so they end up taking it back anyway. Young people being smarter about it, they say, shoot, we're just going to get it. We want to look at it and everything. And then, plus, I used to work as a merchandiser. You go into some stores for younger people, and then they'll have everything like laid out a certain way where, it's, it looks exciting. People want to try it on, all of that stuff. Very important. But here's the most important thing, though. Here's the most important thing, especially for those of you who want to start a brick and mortar business. The malls haven't gone out. Now, yes, you do have some malls going out of business, and, they losing out, but that's because they will cater to older people. But you get some of the newer malls, or, you get some malls that like get in some younger businesses, or you get strip malls. Remember a couple weeks ago, I was talking about strip malls, or wherever. Wherever there's some young people going, there's some people buying some stuff, and they still buying clothes and everything, and they want to try it on. They want to make sure it fits and everything. You want to look into that. If that's your business, if it's not, hey, you can just listen and just check out the link and everything just for your own edification, for your own knowledge. But it's very important that you understand things do go in circles like that. It's never, I would say stuff is never like out of business. It's just cycles. Because there'll come a time when these younger people or older people, they might not want to go to the malls, but then generation C or D, whatever they're going to call it, they want to hit the malls or something. They want to go outside. And like I said, I'll get more into that on Thursday. Now, Merry Christmas to those who celebrate Christmas. If you got something with that term, Happy Holidays, whatever the case is for you. Okay? So I won't have a video tomorrow. I'll be busy celebrating Christmas, opening gifts, cooking food and all of that. All right? So anyway, I'll get back with y'all on Thursday. All right? So until then, I know the deal. Let's go make that money.